I'm going to give you guys a quicker rundown of the horses. No real need to mark the horses. They're going to mark themselves from here on out. So it's July the 1st here in Ohio right now. I'm away heading from the Meadows to Ohio. I thought our 2-year-olds that raced today raced rather well. 3 real good seconds. And then the 2 Sire Stake fillies. The one filly got a little tired, Royal Emeralds. And the other filly, I left with her and got stung to the quarter a little bit. But you knew that's racing. She just wasn't ready for 55, and I think find a softer spot for her next start, and she'll be that much better. So let's get right to it. We are going to talk about the 2-year-olds. AC Swan, Mario said he schooled her in 2.6. She's still a couple of weeks from going anywhere. Lots of time with her and Alibaba. Alibaba will re-qualify on Tuesday, and then AC Swan, you'll likely see her show up the week after that. Activation was a winner the other day. He looked really, really good here in Pennsylvania. A winner of 59, but last half 57-4. I thought the horse raced really well. Alibaba. She qualified last quarter 28 the other day. She is going to be back into qualified. Let's see a mile 2-1 from her. And then we'll likely find a race from her before we send her ultimately out to Illinois. Antilles Hanover was 4th the other day. He said he was a little rowdy the other day to get vet work done too. At the end of the day, I'm not going to continue to put up with dirty horses in the barn. So if he's going to be dirty in the barn, he's going to be dirty in somebody else's barn, and that's pretty much how that will go. I don't mind the horse as far as being on the racetrack. He doesn't really do a whole lot wrong on the track, and raced pretty good the other day. But if he's going to be a little nasty in the barn, he's going to be in somebody else's barn. Arson, he's not nasty in anybody's barn. What a sweetheart he is. What's that? Except for water trucks. He near killed me the other day. I really thought he was going to get loose the other day. I thought I was going to get hurt and he was going to get loose the other day. But although he did almost get loose, he could have been a little harder on both of us. So he's such a nice little horse. I expect, drew poorly, 7-hole in the final, but he'll be fine. Or as like James likes to put it, it's a long year. You should bring fortune cookies for idiots. Blanton's Blue. 3-hole in a 5-horse field going for $102,000 in Buffalo. 5 horses entered in Buffalo. So I am going to go drive Blanton's Blue, and I think he is one of the better horses. So I'm eager to race him in Buffalo on Wednesday afternoon. Born to Dance, on my way to race him right now. Drew the outside in a tough crew of horses. But you know what? He's a nice horse. Let's see how this plays out with old Born to Dance. Chirahola, she got injured the other day a little bit training. Left hind leg. It seems to be the 3 of them the last year and a half. Where suspensory's training down, it was always left hind. It's so weird. I don't know the best course of action. We need to diagnose it properly, and then we'll move from there with her. It's unfortunate. It looked like she was just starting to come forward, that filly. I was really, really happy with the way she qualified, and it's pretty upsetting to see that happen. It does happen. Did not know she was turned out a while ago. Just let her grow up. Don't talk about Bruno. I trained him was it Friday? Yes, yesterday. I thought he trained fantastic. He's in to qualify on Tuesday. Really, really excited about him qualifying. Drebin trained very good yesterday. He'll be in to qualify next Saturday. Where are we at next Saturday? I know Thursday. I said Thursday, Friday, maybe the Meadows. He should stay over because we'll go do stuff. Like today was pretty taxing, but Monday will be fun. We'll go to Top Golf on Monday, all of us.
Focus.
On this, you mean? Okay, sorry. Drebin next Saturday. Easy in the turns will likely come back in the next 2 weeks, I guess. 2-3 weeks. We'll bring her back in and start going with her. Electric Line closer to August. He was a little longer than her. What I mean by he didn't have as much time in the field as her. Flashfly. I'm so proud of that filly today. It poured rain right before her race. New driver, new track. I literally was holding my breath for the first 30 seconds of the race. Hunter drove her great. She raced great. Yeah, little green when he popped her out of the 2-hole. Little green. But just really, really proud of that filly and the way she raced. George of the Jungle, he's swimming 2 weeks now?
No, he just started this week.
Like the week that just finished. Yeah. So he's on his 2nd week of swimming coming up this week. Great Bet. His race was canceled because of the poor air the other day. I suspect he'll train him and then put him back in to go. Gypsy Hill racing tonight. Tough division there with Gypsy Hill also. We'll see how that plays out. Hallie in the Clouds probably won't bring her in until August or a little bit after, maybe. International Spy can come back the middle of July. I don't know, bring him back to Ontario, Ohio, I don't know. J-Port Beach Boy qualified today, 57-2. You know, a couple people messaged me and say, geez, I wish he'd have pulled him halfway down the lane and, you know, taught him to pass. The only thing he would have taught him to do today if he'd have pulled him was how to lose. Because he was not going by that horse that won the qualifier. And truthfully speaking, and that's nothing wrong with J-Port Beach Boy. It's mile 57. It's a big mile for that horse, and he looked good doing it. But let's be honest. There's a horse that trained in the middle of the pack all winter. He is not a gold horse. We hope he's a grassroots horse. He's going to be fun to race. But let's not get over our skis with J-Port Beach Boy just yet. He's going to be a better horse. Let him show us. Don't let your expectations, you know, drive what the horse could or should be. Just let him be what he is. We've put the work in. He qualified well today. I thought he looked really, really well. Let's see what he does from here. And I was happy with J-Port Beach Boy today. Leveque in action. Again, just a fair filly. We're keeping her around mostly because Amy loves the fairs and wants to go and eat the cotton candy and the corn on the top. What about the fried cheese? I forgot about that until I said it the other day to you. Oh, so good. So good. But, you know, Leveque in action, she's no key horse. She's going to try 2-3, 2-4, and she'll be present. You know, is she a keeper? Are we going to put her in the skin box? No. No, we're not. But for now, she's here. Lonely Lakewood, I guess, trained pretty good for Megan the other day. He's in to go. Tough spot for him on Monday. I'm eager to watch. You know, we're going to sit at Top Golf and watch those horses race. I did that the one night with Ollie, and it's so much fun. We'll watch the horses race on Monday. Lover's Play is now back. I said she was back 2 days ago. She was not. I think they were going to get her today or tomorrow from the clinic. Her injury was very mysterious. And it did cost her the season, and hopefully we can make it back with her. She'll be in the barn tomorrow. I'll have a better idea when I lay eyes on her and have a little talk with her about how she's feeling and how the rest of the season is going to shape up as far as how we rehab her. I'm not sure yet. I haven't got any of the work from the veterinarians yet or from either Dr. Brown or Dr. Latessa, so I don't know. Mick Paisley will race her qualify. Qualify Tuesday. Mick Paisley is going to be in to qualify on Tuesday. Amy says Mel Gibson is in to race. He's got the trailing post on Wednesday. I was down to drive him, and I planned on driving him, but then Blanton's Blue, we asked for an early race, and the earliest they could get us. What time's the post time? We look for that for Blanton's Blue on Wednesday. You look it up, it should show you. But for me to make Mounds for All, the post time for Blanton's Blue would have to be before they race, I believe. It's a 2.5 hour drive. He races at 6 o'clock. So he would have to be underway at 3:15, I believe. He would have to be underway. He would be underway from, I would have to be underway from Buffalo. What time does it say, honey? You didn't get that. Okay. I already know the answer. Can't drive Mel Gibson on Wednesday.
People understand what's going on.
I think they do, yeah. Memory and Imagination is in Monday. Now, here's a horse that actually did not train well this week, and I know it was bothering Megan. I said, I'll be honest, when I got to the barn the other day, they told me he didn't train good first trip when I went with him. And I've never seen him look as good as he did after 4:18. Oh, my God. I missed the first 4 or 5 races.
You're in like 1:12, 14.
I think I have some in the middle, but yeah, you're right. I think I was down to grab one in the second. Either way, they're going to find me. Memory and Imagination. I expect big things from this colt this year. After going with him the other day, very big things from him, and that's hopefully it starts on Monday. Militant, quite the opposite. It seems like he's struggling at Oak Grove, and I don't know why. And are we going to turn him out for a couple of weeks after Oak Grove and try and get him ready for Kentucky? Now, somebody said, what about New Jersey? Well, if he can't do it in Kentucky, he certainly can't do it in New Jersey. So he's kind of in between. We bring him back and try and get a good race in the Meadows or the Northfield with him. I don't know. That's a great question. I think I'm going to defer that until after I see the final in Kentucky on Tuesday. It's the fairest way to look at it. Mounds for All made a break the other night. As suspected, it was his feet. They were a little sore after he raced. We're not going back to a flip-flop. We switched to a circuit plate, which is that aluminum plate underneath the shoe. We'll get him maybe raced on Thursday of this week, but he does have a stake race coming up on the 15th. Remind me to text Romberg and ask him the rule on brakes in Indiana, please. No Chance in Hill, that leg healed up very nicely, and I believe it did heal up very nicely because it had been there for a very long time. He's in the Aqua Spa right now doing some work in the water. We'll probably re-ultrasound. I would say we'll cryo that leg and then re-ultrasound it in 2 weeks. But he'll be back jogging, I think, by August. By August, I believe, anyway. Really excited to see this guy come back. I love this horse. Everybody loves this horse. Oh, Snap You, same thing. Second week of Aqua Therapy starts Monday. She went into it last week. Paycheck Princess, working on a few little things with her blood. Did some vet work on her. I'm going to be there to drive her this week. Wait, no. She might race Wednesday. I don't know. Can't guarantee it. Wednesday I can't be there because I'm going to be in Buffalo. Then I'm going to be in Northfield. Thursday and Friday I've kind of planned in my mind to go to the Meadows. Evie's been really looking forward to going back to the Meadows ever since we left 2 hours ago. Right, Evie? Yeah. What else do we got here? Pickpocket. Man. 6-hole and a 6-horse field, but you know what, going into that race, he looks very, very good. The rail horse on paper is really our only competition, but these are 2-year-old trotters. Anybody can jump up and anybody can jump at any time. So good luck to everybody with Pickpocket. On Tuesday, Prince Charmer had his race canceled the other day. He's got a stake race coming up, so I don't know where Jason is planned to go. Pull the Shoes, I thought was ultra impressive today. I love this filly, and I love the way she looked today. Punch the Clock is qualifying Tuesday. Now, how she does this week and next week will define where she goes for the latter part of the middle part of the summer. Does she stay in Ontario racing the Pure Ivory and head to the Peaceful Way, or does she go to the kindergarten and 1 or 2 legs of the kindergarten in New Jersey? I don't know yet. We're going to find out over the next 2 weeks. Purple People Eater will train up this week. She raced great. She was going to race great, I'm sure, the other night. They canceled the races. She's been qualifying and training great. Excited about her coming into this 2023 season. Ready for landing. Change his shoes a little bit, not looking for anything more than just freeing him up, right? James said he went a mile and 2.3 last quarter in 28 seconds, but felt rather blah. I said that's exactly how he felt when I drove him in his race. When he made a break, he came back trotting 28 on the end of it, last half 57, but felt rather ordinary. That hasn't been his MO ever. So I took the bars off and behind, just put a normal shoe on him. We'll maybe train him midweek. I know a lot of people say, where is he? I just want him right. I just want the horse really good, feeling good about himself. I think he could be a good colt, but we got to take our time with him. Really Don't Care was great the other day. She's now in Megan's care. She races in Saratoga next. Great mile for her. Yes, she drifted. I think it was the track, the equipment, the situation, shoeing. All that will be rectified as we head into Saratoga. Seasons of Love. Did not like how she trained, so I pulled her out of the box for Tuesday. She's not qualifying on Tuesday. She is going to train a little bit this week, and then I wonder what I want Melissa to look at her doing. Yeah, I want to get her to have I want to get her over to McKee's Clinic, have a little more thorough diagnostic look at her. Just make sure I'm not missing something, because it just seems like she's creeping over on the left shaft a little more than I'd like to see. So we'll see what we can do with that. Sedona Hill is in tonight, down here on our way. One of her best shots tonight. I think this is a really, really nice filly. Can't wait to race her. Southwind Digit, second in her first lifetime start, the Stallion Series event at the Meadows. She raced as good as she could. Very proud of her. Sunset Acres Girl got interfered with, made a break in her qualifier. She's got a flat line. She's heading to Michigan, where she is going to race. Can you text Linda and tell her I have my finger? I filled out all that stuff for her. Where is it? You know, it's at home. Just tell her we need to get it and send it to Michigan for the Michigan people, for the Michiganders.
What do you want me to tell her?
Tell her I have it all filled out. Both fingerprint cards. One she asked me for the NRC. The other one was for Michigan, and they're ready to go. There's Jason. I knew he was going to call. Sweeney had his race canceled. He's going into a stake races next start. I can't wait to race this horse. I love him so much. 3rd and 6. is out in the field. He'll come back in August. Time is on my side. Qualified in 59 today. Looked okay. Let's see what he does next week. Vaquero Blue Chip. Megan said this was her favorite one of the three of them went down there. Trained great. Indigo on Monday. All-Stars. Venice Blue Chip on my way down. I'm not going to be able to warm her up, but I'll be able to race her. I can't wait to race her. Victory Blue Chip raced good the other day. Second in the pop-up series. He's headed to the Stallion division for now and the pop-up series at the Meadows. Watch Your Mouth looked good qualifying today. He's off to the races now. Try the grassroots with him. And Widespread Panic will continue to train him. He's been in 2-4. He's not ready to race yet. That will happen soon enough. So those are all your videos except the opening. I will wait to do my opening, but for now, your 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, race horses are all done. We're getting close to Scioto Downs and the next generation races tonight. Fingers crossed.